Hello, hello, everybody. Everybody. What's cracking? What's happening? What's going on? How is everybody doing? Yo, guys, this world is changing so fast, bro. Bro, the fast of the bros. Like, cheers. Like, heck yeah. What's up? Haven't seen you in a while. Big J Hood. It's been a while. But yeah, guys, you are like, how are you? Oh, it's been up and down here and there. I haven't uploaded in quite some time because I've been recently watching a new series of a TV show, which I never watched TV shows until I found this one. So yeah, boy. Thank you for the thumbs up. Yeah, guys, this world has changed so much right now, and it's crazy because I'm in the car industry, so we're getting these new 2023 cars, right? Here and there, they will have a push button start, but most of the cars right now, since there is a chip shortage, I have to insert the key into the ignition. And it's like, what the heck? For some reason, I've been catching on that Volkswagens and the Audis and the BMWs, of course, do have push button, but like the new Toyota Corollas, the Camrys, some of the Japanese cars, and some of the Korean cars, the new Korean cars, they how do I say? They don't have a push button start. They're going back to the key, where you put the key in the ignition. Now, don't mind me. I love the key in the ignition. I love it to death. It makes me feel good. I don't know. I like to stick a key in the ignition and just vroom, like you almost like rubbing your engine with your motorcycle, whatever. It feels good. But yeah, so some of these newer cars are changing. And then we just recently got from BMW, we just recently got the D. Now it's a emotional car. Now, tell me, as a BMW enthusiast, I have known that the i3, the i8 was gonna come out, but why didn't I know the D was gonna come out? They kept it really secret, very top secret, top secret out here. I'm good too. I've been watching a new series also. It's called Memphis. Oh, I think I've heard of Memphis. What's up, baboon? Long time no see, long time. Oh my god. This guy has some squeaky ass brains. So yeah, I don't watch Netflix. I mostly watch free movies on Movies Joy, and this TV series. I had a couple of YouTubers. Oh, what the hell was that? Was that a cat? Or was that a person? I hope that was a cat, not a person. Yeah, me too. I watch a lot of movies on Tubi. There's a lot of one-star movies on Tubi that actually are pretty good. But I also found out that I had Amazon Prime, and then Amazon Prime has their own stuff, which is pretty good. It's pretty good. I gotta say that. So all these technology is starting, and then I seen the new Mazda with a rotary engine. Now, first of all, since we are coming to about to be 2025, around 2025 or 26, they keep pushing it back and forward and back and forth. I'm not sure what you eat for dinner today. Man, I ate some hot wings earlier, but because of my coworker had to go to the dentist, and so I had to eat it around 12 o'clock. And I've been starving all the way to now. I'm so hungry again. I have to eat every 3 hours. They don't understand that. I have to eat every 3 hours. So, just like, they just came out with a new rotary engine. And I'm like, what the heck? I thought y'all were going economy stuff. And so, what's happening is everybody's trying to mash up everything at the last second, at the last minute, so that way they can consider it as eco-friendly and stuff. And it's just all over the place. Okay, nice wings. I had some fries and chips and orange juice. So wing, what? Wait, how do you have wings and, oh wait, you had some, wait, why do you mix that with orange juice? I'm sorry, but it's just, I don't think anything should be mixed with orange juice. It just tastes weird as a tangy feeling. And then when you eat your food, like back in the days in school, man, in school, they would feed you pizza and you'll get a chocolate milk or just a regular milk. And I'm like, what the hell? A pizza and milk? Like that, all I could think about is throw up, like how throw up would look. If pizza and milk were combined, that's what throw up would look like. Because orange juice be busting. Yeah, orange juice is good. I have some Sunny D Light right now. I just bought some. And yeah, it's good, but like mixing it with something unnatural, no. I like to have either a screwdriver or just regular, orange juice. Sometimes I'll just drink orange juice without any vodka, any hints or anything like that. Or without a chaser or anything. And, a lot of folks, when I ask for orange juice, they're like, yeah, that orange juice is actually for, the alcohol, I'm like, oh, well, I don't have to always have orange juice with alcohol. It tastes different sometimes, but yeah. I need to get me some more snacks. Oh, yeah? Jeez. You're snacking it up? Snack it up. I could only handle a certain amount of snacks at once. I had some, what is it, those big old M&Ms? I felt like I could eat 2 more of those things because I was so hungry again. I had a lot of chips. Oh shit. You need to get a bags. You need to get bigger bags then. Hot chips for now. Well, yeah. Your stomach acids and stuff, gee, they will hurt. But yeah, have y'all noticed that this world is changing drastically? very drastically. And that too, in the Mother Nature. Mother Nature has changed so drastic, from cold to hot to rainy to twisters and hurricanes and like, whoo, jeez, I don't know what's going on. So yeah, the new the new series I'm watching. I watched one episode and then 2 episodes, and then before you know it, it was like 1 o'clock in the morning. And I got off of work, at this time, around 6 or so. Man, I watched like 6 hours. So, jeez, bro, I couldn't believe it. Like, I could not believe it. So, I'm on the second season now. I'm not gonna watch it yet. That's why I just wanted a live stream, because I was stuck in a rabbit hole for 2 days. So this season only has 8 episodes. Yeah, 8 episodes. I watched all 8 episodes in 2 days. And that's an hour and maybe 10 minutes of an episode. And I just kept continuing, because I fell down a rabbit hole and I just didn't want to stop watching. Yeah, yeah. So that's where I was for a couple of days. I was just watching these episodes, and I'm gonna be on the second season maybe tomorrow, and I'm not gonna have a day off until Friday. So I know the other one. I think it's 7 episodes. Well, I don't know. Last night I went to sleep around 1:30 in the morning. And I didn't even know it was 1:30, and it just, I was all over the place. What? Who's that? Oh my God! Hide! Is that who I see? Oh no! I don't know you. I don't know you. That's my purse. She got a stick us is here. Eek! That's what Bobby Hill says. That's my purse. You ever kill the rat? Oh yeah, I did. I finally uploaded the one video that took me about. See, that video was supposed to come out in November, and I haven't had a chance to edit it. Everything was all over the place. I had to find every source where I had everything, because I take pictures every single day. I don't know why. I'm a picture person. I take pictures of everything. I document everything of my life. And I post it on the internet. Yeah, I gotta, what do you call it? I gotta put that video up where I have to have viewer discretion is advised stuff, because people don't like to see blood or whatever, but it's just raw content, But at least it's, long gone. I made some new songs on BandLab. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't think I haven't been on there for a while. Woo! I gotta sneeze. Okay, never mind. That went away. There's that car again. I've never seen that little car before. Oh, jeez. Something smells so weird. Oh, man, something's in my nose. I'm smelling things. But yeah, I haven't been on live stream, but I've just been thinking about how this world, like every once in a while, I will see the moon around like, 7 o'clock. Shout out to those boogers. Yeah, you want a piece of my boogers? You want some of my snot? I'll put in a little tissue and send it off your way. Every once in a while, yeah, I see the freaking moon is like right there. The sun is over here. And I'm like, what the hell? And sometimes I see the moon twice. And people don't realize I do see the moon twice. The moon in the morning, it's at 7 o'clock in the morning. The moon and the sun are out. And then around what time did I get off? Around this time, around 6, I see it again. I see it again. The moon is coming out. And I'm trying to document it and trying to analyze it when I see it. But sometimes there'll be a lot of clouds and stuff. Okay. I don't have you on PlayStation anymore, Baboon. And it's been a while, Chicana Stecos. It has been a while. You're never here all alone. By the way, Chicana says, sorry, I'm drinking my drink. By the way, you have gotten shout outs from me for a couple of times throughout my live streams. I don't remember which ones they were because I have what 210 I think live streams right now, but it's within that 200. Within that 200, I did have a live stream the other day. It was like a little ASMR little live stream. Just to see what people's reactions are. You never know. There's that husky again. Dang husky. That husky I've been trying to get to for a long time and nope, doesn't want to come over here. Well, yeah, how are you? How is your job going? And you've been busy probably lately. Biz. We got a ton of things changing. Like, there's no more like concrete. People don't want to supply us with concrete. They want to supply us with tar because it's better for the environment. But the only thing about tar, the black tar, because I don't know why they're making all the streets black tar when I really do like the white concrete. But the black tar, when it starts raining, you can't see anything, even with your fog lights. You can barely see a pinch. Now, the concrete is more reflective and you can see the concrete, but whenever you're on a tar road, if they don't have the lines or whatever, you can't barely see. That's why it makes no sense. Like, parking lots, it's fine, but roads, nah. Especially busy roads. I'm just trying to not be an alcoholic, but that shit's impossible. Ooh, yeah. I agree. I agree because sometimes I drink a certain amount and then I have some water and then I feel sober. After drinking my water, I feel sober and then I can't sleep. And all I feel like is like I still need to have alcohol in my stream to go to sleep. No, I don't do shots or anything like that. I rarely do shots, like rarely. I just drink my alcohol with my juice, and then that's it. We Gucci. But yeah, it is. It is pretty hard. It is. It is pretty hard. Then every once in a while, I wake up to be like, man, I didn't get enough rest. Or I don't feel like going in. You know. But also in the meantime, I have been slacking off on my medication, which I should be taking, and I stopped taking one of my antidepressants, and I feel so much better. I felt so much better. And then I ran out of my other antidepressants because I'm taking two and then one for a panic attack. And so it's just all like, I haven't had that. And the feeling of that, it felt weird. Like for the past couple of days. And then I just recently made an appointment with my psychiatrist. It was supposed to be Thursday, but I had to switch it all the way to next week, Thursday. Because I had a sinking feeling. I had the sinking feeling again. It's the sinking feeling, that little sink feeling in your gut, like kind of almost like you're going on a roller coaster and you're going down. That sinking feeling. I just feel like that's all up in my mind, and that I haven't had those pills in a while, and it's like, geez, I think I'm having a little bit withdrawals. And then as soon as I found a stash of pills that I didn't even know I had. And then I started taking that daily for a couple of 3 days until I get my new prescription. And I feel fine. I feel just fine. And I'm like, what? Jeez, man. It's weird. Like having depression, having anxiety is weird. Now, these days, everybody has anxiety. Anxiety has everybody around his fingers, you know. Hello, hello, love bless. But yeah, lately the air has been tight too. It's been humid, and I'm like, whew, can't breathe, you know. Yeah, that's shit crazy. I know, and to think about it is, it's like I'm going the rate that I'm going in my car. Let's say I'm going like 40 miles per hour. Okay, there's a car next to me on the right side that I'm about to pass. All of a sudden, I get this sinking feeling, and then I slow the way down. I slow way down. I don't even want to pass them because I just have a sinking feeling. Like I don't know why. I have like so much sink feeling in me to pass someone, even in person. Like when I pass someone up walking, I don't want to pass anybody walking. Like it's just weird. I have this weird feeling, and so it's mainly anxiety and just how people think about you, and then when I'm on the pills and stuff, of course these are antidepressants. They're supposed to lift you up, and so when I stopped taking them, they kind of lifted me back down, and I felt like myself again. I felt very close-minded and didn't care about anything. Yeah, I have been in a wreck before, but the only thing is more like, yeah, it's traumatizing on every aspect. Like I said, not just driving, but even passing someone up walking. You know, and so that's when I realized. That's when I realized to myself, I said, I need to get back on those pills because my confidence is really high. And I could pass someone. I don't want nobody to think what I think, you know. Oh my God, that alarm. Okay. I was like, that alarm's going crazy. But yeah, it's a weird thing. And so I'm gonna talk to my psychiatrist also about that. Like when I stopped taking one of my antidepressants, it was a totally different aspect. I didn't want to take it anymore because all I kept doing was throwing up in the morning, and I just keep throwing up. Like I was throwing up all the time in the morning. And I can't take a pill. I can't. It just doesn't suit with me. So they prescribed me some liquid form, and I was taking that. And then I stopped taking it because I kept throwing up every single day. Every single day, I'll throw up like a pregnant person. I felt like if that doesn't want to go down on my mind, but I do have a problem with taking pills. I do have, it's all the mental area. And so I'll cover my nose and I'll drink it, and then I'll keep my mind distracted, and then after the distraction, it's like, oh, gotta go throw up. That shit was crazy, and I tell my psychiatrist too. I was like, I'm just tired of taking those and throwing up every single morning. I don't want to throw up every morning. That doesn't make any sense. Like, I want to wake up and drink my coffee and not throw up my coffee. Like, it's just annoying. But yeah, that sinking feeling has gone away already because I started retaking the other pills, the secondary pills. So I'm gonna just tell him that I had a little sinking feeling. Every 3 months I do. Every 3 months I see my psychiatrist. Let me go refill my cup, empty my cup. Okay. Right. Oh, it's 7:22. This one doesn't feel like. But yesterday I stayed up really late. Okay. Does it help, or does it seem like a waste of time? Well, the first psychiatrist I seen, the reason why I started seeing a psychiatrist is because of the Rona. I was gonna say the wrong word, but that's the reason why, because I couldn't keep a mask on or whatever, and I have high anxiety of something over my face. So after that, I went to the doctor, and I had palpitations. Basically, when your heart is beating so fast, you have bad panic attack, and I started flipping out. I flipped out. I was shaking. I was crying. I just bawled out like at the doctor, my regular doctor. And then she was, she's like, okay, this is not normal. This is nothing. She's like, you know what, to calm you down, we're going to prescribe you something. I was like, okay. So she prescribed me Xannies. And when she prescribed me Xannies, I was trying to comprehend, like, when I was having my panic attack, really bad, and emotional breakdown. I had everything all at once: an emotional breakdown, a panic attack, heart racing, like everything at once. So that's why she prescribed me that. After she prescribed me that, she says, you need to see a psychiatrist because something is definitely wrong, because doctors and nurses wear masks all day long, and that's all they can do is like trying to educate you on all this nonsense, but in reality, I feel like it's a trap. I feel trapped. You know, you don't want to make somebody feel trapped or they're just going insane. So yeah, I met with my first psychiatrist, and it was a female, and during that time session, she was like, okay, all right. She was taking notes. I was telling her about my anxiety. I was telling her about all this happening. I was telling her about work issues, customer issues, because customers were going crazy on me. They were going insane on me because I didn't wear a mask, because I didn't wear, gloves, because I didn't stay 6 feet away. Like, it was just too much for me at that moment. And I just panicked and panicked and panicked and kept panicking because customers would literally be like, you're going in my car, you need to sanitize my car. Like, it was just too much for me. So that's why I started panicking. So she basically was not really paying attention. And she told me to take some of these meds. I should be fine. So what about having those types of restrictions? Oh, because of it covers my face and my nose, and I feel like I can't breathe because most people breathe through their nose. You're supposed to get oxygen to your brain. You need to breathe through your nose. But I'm a mouth breather, so I breathe through my mouth. And for some reason, as a child, I've always breathed through my mouth. Some reason. My grandma doesn't even know. I have a little bit of buck teeth. Hello, place. And so when I went to the first one, she was not understanding, and she's like, okay, I'm gonna go on fraternal leave, and I'm gonna have a substitute. And then I'm like, okay. But she just kept, like, the 15 minutes was up, and she just kept saying, okay, anything else? And I'm like, this, I don't want to say the wrong word, but this person, like, did she really say that? Just wanted to say hi for a sec. I got stuff to do. Okay, you better make that video. I want to see that video, please. Come on, man, I want to react to it. But yeah, and so that's when her substitute came in, which is the psychiatrist I have now. That's when he came in, and he introduced himself, and then afterwards I met another session. So it was like, well, 2 sessions with him, and I felt comfortable. I felt like he understood. He was outgoing. He wanted to help me. He didn't just want to be there for hitting the money. And mind you, my psychiatrist takes $200, even with insurance. It's $200. And so $200 for at least 30 to 20 minutes. And that's it. You only can talk up to, if you take up to 40 minutes or so, they charge you extra. Yeah, I know. And so whenever, like, I'm a fast talker, I talk fast and I let it all out at once. So I don't mind that. But it's a person that will say it and then comprehend what I'm saying and then be like, yeah. The first psychiatrist was like, she was like, okay, honey, you're just overreacting. It's like, what? Wait a minute, you're a psychiatrist. You're supposed to help me, You're supposed to help me in this sticky situation and comfort me. And she didn't do that. So he did that more than her. And then after that, they said, well, she is out of fraternity leave. She's back now. I said, you know what? I don't want to see her anymore. I said, I don't want to see her no more. They're like, well, you can't just change psychiatrist. I said, yes, I can. I have the right to change my psychiatrist. If I don't feel the need to pay her and she's not going to hear me out, I'm not going to do it. So they said, well, we'll have to review. We'll call you back. They called me back and they said, okay, well, reviewed it, and she said she's willing to go ahead and let Dr. blah, blah, blah have me. And so I was like, yes, 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 yes. Because I didn't like her whatsoever. No. And to me, I feel more comfortable with a man around than a female, because I've been raised, and basically I'm around males, so I talk to mostly males, so it makes sense. And I've always been a tomboy, so it's just like I can get along with them. I can talk their talk, I can talk. I can't talk female talk because I don't understand it. I'm scratching my head trying to figure it out, and I don't understand some of it. Do you think, though, that she might be right? What if you're over? Well, the thing is, she was not paying attention. She was not looking into. We had a virtual meet. Now, mind you, again, virtual meets were the thing, and even school was virtual. So I didn't have a one-on-one connection with her in the person reality. We were in virtual. So I had my laptop screen facing my face, and most of the time she was like, uh-huh, uh-huh. Not even looking towards me, not even looking towards my reactions, not even looking at my gestures, my face, my eyes, everything I told somebody, my live stream about like days ago, about why I don't show my face. But it's all like, I'm a person that abbreviates really, really good on the face gestures and stuff like that. Now, she wasn't paying no attention. But as far as what you're saying is, no, I felt like she was just trying to get down to a point, and she wanted to get to the next client. I could feel that in her. Now, I also quit my own doctor. Maybe she was listening to your words at their meeting and often did that too. I tend to not look someone in their eyes when they talk to me if I'm trying to listen and understand. Yeah, me too. I used to be the same way. Even talking to my ex-boyfriend, when he used to talk, he'd be like, "You never look at me." I was like, "Do I have to? I mean, I'm hearing you. I don't think I have to look at you when I'm talking to you." I like to talk out loud. But when you're engaging into a relationship between feelings and thoughts, you want to physically make eye contact. Now, again, I'm referencing why I don't show my face back in my previous live streams, because I know I'm a deep down person that will look straight into your eyes and be like, "Take your soul, bro," because I'm a person that will tend to look away when talking, or just look you straight in your eyes. If the other person's talking, I will engage in their conversation. But the thing is, it will be a turnoff if you say irrelevant. Let's say, man, the person's talking about themselves. If they're talking about themselves, let them talk about themselves, because not too many people want to hear about yourself in a conversation, like how you feel and how did that happen and stuff. And I like to hear it. Like, if somebody is telling me, I'm telling someone how this is about my behalf, and someone else comes in the situation and be like, "Hey, I feel this way, this way, this way." I want to hear their opinion. It depends on the situation, I think, when. That's true, because people with I know this is kind of generic and like racist or whatever. Well, I don't even know if it's racist. I have no idea. But person's eye color matters. Now, think of all these actresses and well, mostly actresses. I can't say singers. You can't really see singers in their eyes. But an actress, if they have a blue eye, you need to see their pupil. And when you see their pupil, you will know that they're lying or they're telling the truth. And it's so annoying because sometimes you can look deep down in their eyes, and if you look at their pupils going in and out, like you really got to focus on their eye contact. You got their eyes speak so much with their brain. Now, people with dark colored, you can barely see that. But I have known so many colored eye people that it's all like, you can tell when they're being serious, you can tell when they're actually lying, and you can tell when they're trying to be manipulative. Most of the time, they'll be manipulative onto the situation, whatever it is. And I have taken that in consideration because I had a manager once manipulate me onto doing something that I didn't want to do. And I was forced to because, of course, it was my job. But I was thinking that it was going to be all cool and fun and games, but it wasn't. So eyes are very deceiving if you actually have different colored eyes that stand out. I don't know what these people want. I don't want you to do one. What time is it? Okay, I gotta make sure my phone is 35%. But yeah, a lot of people can say words. I'm a person too as well myself. I can tell you something without looking at you because I'm imagining something out of the ordinary. And it's not that if I look away, I'm not talking to you, I'm just talking around you, making myself feel comfortable enough to talk to you. Now, that would be a shy me. If I'm engaging in a conversation and I feel the need to, face to face, if we're having a good conversation and you're telling me a story, I'm gonna meet you face to face and I'm gonna be like really into your story and try to be into your story. So let's say, oh, Kelly was at the mall and then this happened and this and that. I'll think of Kelly and being at the mall, and then like I'll engage and picture whatever is happening. Like it's just a matter of picturing. Yeah, a liar can actually, look you dead in the eyes, but then you can feel their emotions. I'm a person that studies gestures, movements, body movements, hair swifts, eyes roll, teeth grinding, lip biting. I analyze everything. If you if you touch your phone during the process, we're talking in person, that distracts me a lot. But I think one can tell the difference in their tone or choice and how they feel. Yeah, yeah, that too. I can definitely see that too because, like I said, I focus on a lot of things, and it's basically like almost like an interrogation, almost a talk interrogation. Like if a person is one on one with you, you're trying to figure out the truth, or you're trying to do this. Some people will do different things. Oh, and of course, itching. It's just itch sometimes. Of course, moving a certain way is just a move. I do certain things too. I do, what do you call it? Bad habits. I tend to itch the side of my ear every once in a while. Kind of looks like I'm nervous. I sometimes scratch my nose, or sometimes I itch my arm. That will identify that I'm kind of nervous, and it's just an identification. So some of those you have to point out. Now I flip my hair every once in a while. Sometimes you can bite your lips every once in a while. Maybe people will be like, well, maybe that person's a lip biter, and maybe they're not being nervous, or they're not hungry. Okay, people have the theory of somebody's biting their lip, they're hungry, or they're biting their nails, they're hungry. They're not hungry. That's just a bad habit that you do. We do bad habits every once in a while. But yeah, engaging in conversation between two makes a lot of a difference too. I often ask people for their negative opinion of me, but it never works. I would have to hear from people that it. Exactly. I love negativity. And people are like, you're too negative of a person. I don't want to be around you. It's like, no, I'm a realist. There's a difference between a negative and a realist. There's a very big difference. And people are like, you just think about negative thoughts. It's like, you don't want to make money. You don't want to make extra cash. It's like, you're not motivated. They keep saying, you're just not doing anything to do that. It's like, I'm good where I'm at. Like, I would be, like, let's say I didn't make a good amount of money at my job. We're getting bonuses, just a bonus. It's like a trophy, basically. You're getting a bonus of something. Oh, hello, Brian. Wow, long time no see. What's happening? But yeah, you're getting a bonus, you're getting something extra. So if that happens and you have your hourly rate or whatever, that's fine. If you meet that criteria, that's fine. But people don't think that way. People are like, oh yeah, well, we have to get that bonus every single time. We have to get that bonus. Heck yeah. Getting it up right here. But, I'm just like you. I do like people to tell me who I am. And when they do, they're like, that doesn't hurt you? I was like, no, it doesn't hurt me. That's feedback. You're giving me feedback. Depending on the situation, growing comes in a lot of forms. You're giving a person feedback on what is bad about them. That's a good thing. Some people opinions matter, and yeah, it is. How is everyone's day? Oh yeah, I've been really. It's been really slow for me. It's been really really slow. I've been chillaxing, just helping out and whatever I can do. I got so bored. I ended up freaking so tired of just standing. I had to walk around. I walked around to the convenience store. Where my job was, there's a little convenience store. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go to the convenience store. It's so dead slow. I had to go get me some chips. Otherwise, from a person who hasn't had any idea who you are makes a opinion. Yeah, And people that, you know, try to stay positive all the time, I told them, I said, stop trying to be positive. Because when negative stuff happens to you, that's all you do is cry about it. Like, I can't believe this happened to me. Why is this happening? It's like the same situation all the time happens, and you don't want to hear that. It's like that happened for a different type of reason. It's not that, you know, your Lord or Savior is punishing you, you know. Positive all the time is. I don't know if you're trying to say toxic, but I think of positivity as very toxic, because a lot of people will be like, oh, you know, be positive, everybody. Keep your head up. You know, I'm not that type of person. I am not that type of person that would say, be positive, keep your head up, keep it strong. You know, because in reality, the person that is saying that is going through something very dark. It's just like, you can't just speak positivity and not leave out the negativity. I always tell everybody that walks in my life, a car runs on the battery that juices it. You need a positive and you need a negative to start it. And of course, you need the alternator and the good juices and stuff. But I'm just saying the basics. You need a positive and you need a negative to run something. If you just leave out the negative and just keep thinking positive, you're not going to operate the same. You got to equal them both out, so that way they connect. If you don't equal them both out, you're not going to have a good outcome, because all you're going to be thinking is positive all day long, that everything's going to be fine, nothing bad's going to happen. No, you can't. I've been looking that new video game. What video game? I'm probably gonna be here a couple of more minutes. Cause man, I ate around 12 o'clock and I am hungry. I had some chips and some M&Ms. That is a fair enough view. Yeah, the point of view of it, yeah. You know, but you know, a lot of people in reality, and I said this in my last live stream too, why I don't do too many live streams anymore. Like, I started ranting after 200 live streams and not enough feedback, because I wanted a little feedback and like, what you want me to talk about, stuff like that, because I like to rant, I like to talk. But about a couple of live streams ago, I did mention about that. I did mention about equal them both out no matter what. Stop thinking over the top. People love to talk, to be like, I am on top of the world, I'm the best, and I'm gonna make the best career out of myself. And then they get shot down or get shot up or die, or, you know, the worst scenario. And it's always, you know, the good people. Oh, well, she was going to school, she was about to graduate, and she was going to go to college in the next week. It's like, what? Why does this happen? And again, this is why I don't even know how to put that into being the wrong way, but a lot of the survivors in a car crash, if they are drunk and they're behind the wheel and they get into a car crash and then the other person was sober and then they die, of course there's consequences. But the thing is, your body is more stiffer and vulnerable onto impact. So you're not gonna decease yourself unless you're actually going super fast. But I've seen multiple crashes, car crashes, that are going super fast, and the driver that was so drunk survives. For some reason, he just survives. Your body is not the same body. You can take more hits, you can take more scratches. It's super different than a person that is sober behind the wheel. Let me ask you this, if you don't mind, what about drinking makes you love it? Well, drinking, what it makes me feel like, let's see. How do I start? When I first, this rewinds all the way back to when I had broken up with my ex about 5 years ago already. I could not live by myself, so I know I could not live by myself and peace. And peace. And so when I started drinking, I felt like I could live by myself. And so I kept drinking and drinking. I was like, I can do this. I can conquer this. I can live by myself. I can pay rent by myself. I can eat by myself. I can do everything by myself. And then where you start conquering that, and then you want to slow down a little bit, like, I've already accomplished this for like a couple of years. It's been 5 years for me, but I have not really said I'm a slow down on drinking. I drink the same amount every day, but not as toxic as I was before whenever I stopped. I slowed down a little, like, well, I don't even know if I could say a little, because when I first started drinking, it was just Smirnoffs and Seagrams. And then I started getting into the hard stuff, which was the four Locos. Then I started getting into that. So that was the hard stuff. So maybe I could say I did slow down because I wasn't drinking the hard stuff every day and knocking out, just to go to sleep. And so now I found my vodka, and then that's when I started drinking my vodka. And I have like at least maybe 5 cups a night. And that's it. Interesting. If you were not to stop today, do you think those thoughts will come back? Well, yeah, I really do. I feel like if I stop drinking, I start thinking about the past a little bit. And then it's all like, why think about the past? I start fighting with myself. I will start boxing myself over here, because it's like, let's say I sober up, I can't sleep or whatever. I start fighting with myself, like, yeah, I can make it in the world. At the same time, I live by myself, so I can make it. And then it's like, but you need to drink to make it. And it's like, no, I need to, so you're fighting yourself. You're like, I gotta keep drinking because I feel good about myself, being comfortable, not living in a house full of people and stuff. And then at the same time, when I stop drinking, it's like, man, I really am lonely. It's like, stop thinking that way. You're not that lonely, You start fighting and boxing with yourself with words and thoughts and stuff. But like I said, I could say that I did slow down from drinking hardcore. Like, I was having 4 Locos almost every day and knocking out every day with 4 Locos. The can. That's a huge ass can. And so after that, I started watering it down. And then after that, that's when I started going to specs. And then getting every single thing and trying every single thing of vodka on the shelf. If it was $60, $100, or whatever, I started figuring out. And then I found the ultimate one after like a month or 2. I spent so much on vodka trying to find the right one. I was like, this is not it. This is not it. This is not it. No, this is not it. And, it's just like people that stick with Crown Vic and Coca-Cola. That's their go-to. People have a common go-to, I have a common go-to, so it's like, I'll just stick with that. Let me go empty my cup and refill my cup. And as crazy as it sounds, a lot of people at work say, you don't live by yourself. You talk about your grandmas all the time. And I said, because I always tell them, I go to my grandma's, I work on my car at my grandma's, I need to do this at my grandma's. And so they think I live in my grandma's house, in which I don't. But a lot of people don't see that. What you get? Well, I gotta sneeze. Okay, it's gone away. Whew! I'm telling you, I'm a sneezy person. What would it take for you to stop? Yeah, I'm actually not too sure. I'm actually not too sure because I don't drink beer because of my family. All my family was an alcoholic drinking beer. Now, that's why I hate the smell of beer. I hate the taste of beer, and I couldn't. And so when I found vodka, it's like you can get drunk with vodka. So it's like, what? Kevin, what the hell? Who is that? Is that Kevin? Let me open my little eyes. Yeah, it's Kevin. What's cracking, homie G? Do you mean the home? Home of the G? The G of the home? The home of the base? What's cracking, man? Haven't seen you in forever, bros. But yeah, when I first stopped my relationship, is that I was drinking very hardcore and like nonstop, like drinking to the point that I passed the F out, man. Like I would pass out in the hallway, in my hallway, in my apartment. I think you are Russian. Oh shit. And it felt like it wasn't healthy. So if you're telling me that how would I stop? I probably, if I would have kept drinking the 4 every single day and passing out and my kidneys hurting, because my kidneys were hurting. I used to work at Academy, and I used to be like, oh, my kidney hurts, and like it would hurt to a point where I feel like I needed to see a doctor. But at the same time, yeah, I'm gonna slow down drinking. But at the same time, it's like, I don't know. So I would say if it was no point of return, I probably would, if I kept drinking 4, I probably would have gotten it out of my system and not drink forever. Because passing out every single day on the floor, I don't even know what's going on. Sometimes I'll be driving and I don't even know I'm driving. Like, that's how bad I was. I'll be drinking and driving and chilling, and like, I don't know, I would pass out. I wouldn't even know. And that's the thing about 4. You don't want, 4 brings me back. You know, 4 is the one that brings everybody to its knees. Like, oh man, I used to drink 4 when I was in high school. I used to drink it when I was in, middle school, and oh my God, it's been around for years. If you were a millionaire, would you still drink? Well, yeah, of course, a sip or two. And I still drink to this day. Like, it's not about feeling lonely anymore. It's about just enjoying and relaxing. If that's what you're going, Chicanas tacos. All the damn time. Yeah. Billionaire though. And that's the thing about the millionaires, billionaires, the rich people. Let's just say that's the thing about rich people. They have so much money and they cure themselves with their own drugs, which is money, alcohol, and drugs. So they a lot of the times they'll folks kill themselves because of those reasons. What? Say what? Kevin, you be smoking no crack over here. You be smoking the good stuff. The devil's lettuce. And I had to stop smoking, the lettuce of the lettuce, because we had a incident at work, and I work with cars, so I can't not pass a drug test, because it's my career. I have to do it. I can't. Truly. All right. And so it's all like, so I had to stop. So that's something you can stop, you can put your mind to. But it's like when you're drinking, it's a totally different aspect. I know. I feel like it's a totally different aspect. So I've seen people drugged up at my job. Well, drunk up, like drinking on the job. I've seen that happen multiple times. Will a manager or service manager or just human resource itself, will they pay a differ? It all depends if somebody rats on them. And I'm not going to rat on someone unless they actually do damage. One drink equals more. That's the equal of life. Yeah. And that's the thing. I drink to enjoy now, not to kill the feelings and pain anymore. I don't have any feelings and pain anymore. Like, I could care less. If people think, you're never gonna get into a relationship, you're never gonna have kids, it's like, I don't care anymore. Like, after I turn 29-ish, 29, 30, I didn't care anymore. I didn't care about having no kids. I didn't care about, man, I'll have side dudes all the time, I don't care. I'll do that too, But it's just like, kids not a thing for me, man. Kids, marriage is certainly not a thing for me, bro. That's scary. That's scary. Marriage is scary. I drink to enjoy too, but damn, that shit. Well, it all depends. If you do set yourself to a limit, if you go to sleep, but like, don't listen to people. Yeah, exactly. So whatever makes me happy, I feel comfortable in. A lot of men that have came in my life, they all try to, want something from you, and they don't, not saying like, the sex or whatever, stuff like that. I'm talking about like wanting relationship. And I'm the person that'll be like a relationship person. Like, I don't want to be in a relationship. It's just so much of a hassle. Like, that's a lot of work. Relationships are just so much work. Right? I don't know, but like I said, oh, jeez, it's just too much work for me. And sometimes too, I'll be like, what if me and my ex were together again? It's like, how would that be? I was like, why do you even think about that? That's disgusting. Yeah, relationships are a ton of work. I know, but I have met open relationships, which, hey, hurry. But I have met open relationships that we're okay, you know, we're cool beings. You have, I always say, in a relationship, you have to be friends with the friend of the friend. So you have to be friends with your wife or your girlfriend's friends, and your wife or girlfriend has to be friends with your husband's or boyfriend's friends. That's how you equal it out. It's simple. But if you're gonna have, oh well, you don't know her like I know her, or you don't know him like I know him, or you're not homies with my homie, so we're gonna hang out. And so like, what? I'm so confused. That's why I'm single. That's why I'm single. I am too selfish to put in that work. And Kevin's like, exactly. It is. It's way too much. And, you know, both parties. Yeah, they actually do. Because you don't want to hang out with a person that you're either a fiance or a wife or husband or whatever doesn't like, and you hanging around with that person and they're like, I don't like that person's personality, and you on your behalf is like, well, that's my friend, and I don't know, you're kind of like stuck in a sticky situation where it's like, that's your friend, but this is your wife, fiance, or whatever, or husband, and it's like, what huh. Do I go this way or do I go that way? You know, sometimes you cannot equal it out. You know, there's a lot of relationships that cannot equal it out. And it's pretty intense. It's pretty intense. I've had guys come over to my place. Lots of guys come over to my place and be like, I'm hanging around with a homie. Like, what? I'm a homie? I'm a homie? They're like, yeah, I'm hanging around with this dude over here. It's like, I'm this dude? I'm like, I'm this dude? Jeez. The one, maybe I shouldn't. What? I only had one homie that told me I'm hanging around with this lesbian chick. She's lesbian and she doesn't like to F guys. She's just lesbian. I'm just gonna keep it at that because I don't know if this person will watch my video. That work is and grows with each level of life. Music is a lifestyle. I'll tell you what's intense. Oh, what? Oh man, E means extra. You have extra gas. We were talking about that at work. Because there was a customer that didn't have any gas. And basically she was like, my car won't start. Something's wrong with the starter. Something's wrong with the... Man, you got no gas. That's what's going on, man. You ain't got no gas in it. I don't know how many times that happens. I had that happen a couple of times. And even if your gas meter is not even working, a lot of people will be like, what? Well, I don't even know. But yeah, you know, equal. You were saying about communication. Yeah, communication is a key, but man, this guy's coming in hot. Okay. I thought he was going to hit that person. But You gotta equal it out. Yes, communication is a key, but the other thing is lying. Lying, you don't even know what to do with a lie if it was even there. If something spilled, if something happened, if you went somewhere, accidentally met a person, by in the grocery store, or accidentally, this chick put her booty in the way or whatever, whatever life throws at you, a little lie can be a little lie. It's all in the scene. If you look at someone's breast, you look at someone's, area, whatever, it's all in your mind. People think, you're not going to tell your fiance, boyfriend, girlfriend, or whatever, I looked at these person's like ass. It was so big and round. Like, you're not gonna say that unless they're actually open minded. They have to be open minded, or they gotta slap your ass. Empty, empty talk holder. All men look at. Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, it's there, and that's the thing. And so, like, and then that was the a theory. So, like, okay, people think of me as lesbian because they're like, well, do you like men or do you like women? And so, like, I think of people as equal. I like. We're all gonna say the same thing. We're all gonna say the same thing. We like a person's personality, yeah. But now there's more to personality than there ever is. There's more of hobbies. You got a person's hobbies. You like a person's act. You like their independenceness. Like, there's so much more to a personality. Now that I have grown up so freaking much, I used to say the same thing. Same thing. And women check out men too. Yeah, it depends on what type of woman. Because there's some pretty pretty boys. There's some pretty boys out there. When I see the pretty boys, I'm like, ugh, ugh. Like, I want to throw up. Like, it hurts me when I see a pretty boy, but like trying to lick their lips all the time and be all shady and be like, yeah, what's up? Yeah, my name is. And it's like, ugh, please stop. Like, ew. I said, any other girl would fall for that, but not me, man. You're way off the chart. You're way off the chart for me. A person is. Yeah, I like the ugly boys, man. I'll be like the hillbilly bully top over here, man. Fat good. Not like, oh, man, you know what I can't stand? I can't stand those buff ass guys that look like Cocoa Puffs. Like, you take a little Cocoa Puff, the Cocoa Puff over here. You put it side by side. You imagine, oh my, oh, that's so gross. Ew. It's just, and then when they're oily, ew, oh my God, that's disgusting. Oh boy. But that's my opinion. It looks at the size really matter. Hey, well, that's the thing. Like, for instance, when a person is comfortable in their skin, and I can feel that they're comfortable in the skin and they're fat, like that's awesome. You're comfortable in your skin. You don't care if you're fat. You tell other people that you're fat. You don't care. You're comfortable. You are comfortable in your skin. And I told my grandma this too. I said all the time in relationships, for some reason in relationships, mainly in relationships, the significant other, no matter if it's a man or woman, mostly women, try to keep their body shape. trying to keep their body shape thin, because they don't want the other person to be like, oh, well, I don't love you anymore because you got fat. Like, you need to go on a diet. Like, right now. But, you, I, it's, that situation's all over the place. But yeah, it's, if you're comfortable in your skin, and I see that you're comfortable in your skin. If you just want to flex a little bit, like have a little muscle, whatever, that's fine. People ask me, do I work out? And I say, no, I don't really work out. My job, basically, it makes me feel, it makes me buff, and I can't help it. Whatever I do at my job, makes me feel that way and look like that. But I don't work out. There's a stupid cat right here. My neighbors are going to come outside in a sec. But yeah, people mistaken me all the time for a Les, and it's like, I don't mind that because people be like, well, you're cool beans. Your beans are the cool, because I could talk to a male just as much as I talk to myself on with other people. So I can understand and relate. And as a person that, if they, you talk to a female, whatever, they start talking about femininity, that's another situation. But if you start talking about real talk and how life is and stuff, I'm on your side. I'm over here talking to you. Do you squat? I guess a fit body shows. Oh, no, I do not. Well, of course I have to squat because of my job description. You don't want to hurt your back. But it's just like, as an exercise, no. See, there's the cat. Listen. I saw the cat coming. He was right up here. I was like, the cats are coming. The neighbors are gonna come outside. We're right back, guys. I'm gonna go empty my cup. Like I said, when this world opened up, that's when I feel like it was a little bit better. It's better in my situation, because when LGBT community came through, yeah, I felt like misunderstood. We didn't have all these pronouns. How's the weather in Dallas? I'm not in Dallas, I'm in Houston, homie. Let me go with what? Now that this is like, I have to make a separate video about this, but it's real talk. Damn, now you can get tips from both men and women. Oh yeah, you can get both if you want, But now I feel like it's more freedom towards gender reality, because you can like an object and people will be like, what the heck? But you don't know how open that feels for me. It's like back then it used to be, are you gay or are you lesbian? And it's like now people are like, what is, I have gotten asked too, what am I? Am I a they, him, she, her, binary? Oh my God, that dog barking. But it's like, there's a lot of gender reveals out here. I'm cross-gendered. There's a lot of genders. So much. It is not my fault. It was beautiful in Houston today. It was? It was too humid for me, man. But there's a lot of gender people that have mixed emotions. We become mixed emotions because of our parents. And it's not about, if when a kid has a high-pitched voice and hasn't got into puberty, that's a different story. You will know for a fact. But my dad had, well, basically I have two because these are my sisters. I have 7 sisters. 2 of them have sisters. 2 from a certain, another mom. But the same dad. That dog, I swear, dog, I'm gonna kick your ass. But that makes total sense because my dad wanted a male for a very long time. He was aiming to have a little boy all the time. So every single one of us became a female. Oh, it's a female, it's a female, it's a female. 2 of us were both tomboy. And we both didn't like makeup, hair product, feminine stuff. We just didn't feel feminine. And so that's when you cross your chromosomes. Your chromosomes are crossed. It's nothing defective of someone, oh, I like this female and stuff. Your chromosomes are actually crossed. We are actually defective. People are like, oh, well, you get defective because maybe, guys hurt you too much. There's a whole bunch of women, a whole bunch of they that I've known that they get hurt so much by men, and men act the same and they don't care for men, and then they fall in love with a woman, and then it's like, okay, they found another source because they generically said F men. But that was not their intention in the beginning. When your chromosomes, cross, if you're XXY or XXYZ, you're totally in a different aspect. Not, I've been researching this for years. And you need to chill out on the cups. Oh man, hold on. I gotta have more cups. That's real talk. Like, it's just crazy. Like, I feel as comfortable. People misgender me all the time. No matter, there's some mistakes here and there where it's like you say yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, yes, sir, yes, no, no, sir. There's mistakes here and there, but have I been called a male before by kids? Yes, I have. There's a whole bunch of kids that mistaken me as a male. Why? Maybe they think that way because they were taught that way back then. Now they're like, is he gay or is they lesbian? Or like, you gotta explain to your kids what are these thoughts, man. Like, it's all over the place. It's all over the place. Like I said, this world has changed a lot. That becomes my topic of the story. This world has changed so much, so drastically, to where it's like, back in the days we could not marry the same sex. Back in the days, we didn't have these cars that are push button start, and now we have cars that go with the key in the ignition again. It's like, what? Because of the chip shortage. And now we have in rotary cars, and now we have in self-colored changing cars based on your emotions. And now we're having robots. Robots over here trying to be your friend. Now, I told my grandma this too as well. I said, if I was in this day and age and there was a robot that came into my life and was to be friends with me, I think I would be corrupted for life, because I would be like, I'd be wanting a friend and nobody's around. And if someone invented a robot that has emotions and feelings, I would feel safe. I wouldn't even feel a depression. I feel like that would conquer depression if you had a robot that feels the same emotions and same thing. It's almost like a companionship, like a dog. A cat, not so much. Cats, they're on their own. They do their own thing. But a dog stays with you. He'll be like, what you doing? Where you going? I want to know where you're going. You know. But yeah, like I said, on to the situation. I knew that technology was going to take a turn on everybody, man. Everybody. And I can't keep up. Like, it's hard to keep up with this technology. As a person that's in the midterm, whenever I meet an old person, it's like, that seems a little simple. If you have an Android or Apple, don't even get me started on that. But Apple users will be like, I don't know how to work an Android. And Android users are like, I don't know how to work an Apple. You know, it's the same. I don't even know. Don't even get me started on that. Oh yeah, this world has conquered so much. I have seen the moon 2 times. I'm still trying to document that, because a lot of people don't see that. And sometimes it'll be like 6 o'clock and I see the moon and I'm like, oh, what's that? What's that light? Oh, it's the moon. I should take a picture of, and I'll go to sleep. It's like, I want to take a picture, I want to take a video of it, but I'm so sleepy that I can't do it. But I need to, because it's an education to the world that the world is changing beyond our eyes, you know. And, I always thought about the same thing all the time, like, aliens this, aliens that. Man, we got a lot of aliens up in this world anyways. We have so many universes. Back in biology class, y'all ought to know this by now. How microscopic works. Cells work. How do cells work? How does life become? There's so much. Inflation. Yeah, inflation is another thing too. We've got to get all of our food. We've got to get all of our processes. People don't think of that. People just like, of course, eggs right now are the number one thing right now. But people don't think what human society has to do to get that stuff. We have to pay tow truck drivers. We have to pay tow truck drivers. We have to pay 18-wheelers. We have to pay the people that own that farm or land, no matter if it's a vegetable, no matter if it's an animal. They have to pay the taxes and property on that. They have to raise the chickens. They have to raise everything. There has to be feeding involved. Your chicken or like rooster or even duck needs to be fed well in order for you to be healthy. The grass needs to be green and healthy for them to eat right and be healthy meat. You save money for years and then all of a sudden you savings are worthless. Well, that's all depending on how you think about it, because this world does revolve around money now than it ever would. It ever would. And I hate to say this because I'm a person that doesn't look. If I like it, I'll buy it. I don't care. And I know I have the funds because they're there. But if I know that it's that expensive, overpriced, yes, I will complain. If it's overpriced to where it's like, that shouldn't be that price, I estimate the price of being blah, blah, blah. And I know the price is overpriced. And I will complain about it. I will rant about it. But in reality, I can't do nothing about it because the environment has changed. Money is what has always ruled the world. Yeah, and then everybody blames the president. That's all they can do. Blame the president for this. And I had oh my God, that reminds me. This customer that, wanted these Continental tires now. Continental tires are overseas and stuff, and if you look in the history, but in short term, he was saying, I know you probably can't get this because everybody was complaining at one time about the Rona times and that Rona stopped this, Rona stopped that, and I said, you're funny. You're actually funny because yes, we're talking about that now. I mean, we're talking about that in the past tense. Now what we're talking about is what the government has to do with us, what the president has to do. We used to blame the Rona. We used to blame the Rona. And now the Rona's over, we're blaming the president. It's like everything is up blame with the president. No matter if it's a good president, bad president, nobody's happy. Nobody is happy at all. Whatever election happens, whatever happens in the government history or whatever, everybody's in their biz. Real estate is in a way, yeah. In Dubai, however, real estate is everything on their thing. But real estate in general, no. In my area, we have old 50s houses. Beautiful old 50s houses that have gotten restored. What happens is, and I posted this on Neighbors app. I posted one on Neighbors app. But I asked Neighbors app, I said, okay, this house set for sale for like 7 months, maybe 7 or 5 months. It says for sale, beautiful inside. They had an open house and I didn't go to the open house, which I should have, which makes me mad. They had an open house and it said beautiful inside, come look at me, come buy me the house. Basically, they're advertising the house. Within that 7 months, well, I say it was up for 7 months, but after the 7 months, they tear down the house. They tore down a beautiful house that has been rebuilt. Why? Because the land is worth more than the house. So it's not real estate anymore. It's the land. People want that land. houses, they can be as beautiful as possible. But once a person that has their mindset and be like, how much is the land worth in the house? They will destroy the beautiful house and make another house on top of that land because the land is worth more than the house. So they don't care. They'll say, so those who don't have a house do not understand. Now, I've been in a house full of people that have houses and stuff and know how real estate works and know how taxes and everything works on a house base. So I know that before a house used to work a lot. Now it's land that works a lot more than a house. So no matter how beautiful your house is, no matter how much technology that runs that house, they don't care. They will destroy that house before the land. And they will sell that land for twice as much as the house that was be worth. And so I started seeing that more often and often and often and often. It's not cool. It's not cool at all. Like, I'm seeing the 50 houses, and the reason why it's not against the 50 houses and how good they look. It's about the structure. The structure and the foundation. If an inspector comes in your house and looks at the foundation and see that there's cracks in the ceiling and this foundation is falling apart, you only got certain amount of limits to having foundation problems. Not only that, but you have gas problems and you have piping problems. People do not look at that when they're looking at a house. Oh my God. That is a number one pet peeve of mine. There's so much about that. 50 houses were solid. Yeah, my grandma's house is falling apart, but it's still up. I don't know how. She's falling apart. Like, the house is falling apart. Hold on, let me go empty back up. And I gotta get my phone charged. Yeah, this time I'm not watching my episode, so I'm just here talking and ranting. Shout out to the cup talk. Houses are luxury. They need maintenance, and the maintenance is very expensive. Yeah, that too. And a lot of people that have houses, they abuse it. You know, my uncle. Oh, let me charge my phone. And guys, see, that's what I'm talking about, Chicana Steakhouse. I talked about this in my live streams ago, and that's why I shout you out. We have the best conversations ever. Even if I'm ranting on for no reason. You know, you randomly come in here, we still have a conversation. You're the only, like, literally true OG over here I can have a decent conversation with. But, no, let me charge. Ooh, okay. Ooh, I'm at 13%. Okay. But yeah, the banks love houses because they make good money. Yeah, that too. Not only that, the federal tax office, they love you. They love you to death. But yeah, my uncle wanted a house, and he finally bought a house. And he had a pool. He always wanted a pool. A pool comes with a lot of maintenance. Lot of maintenance. Is that the cup though? Oh, the cup's right here. No. The cup. No, we're still good. If you hear it empty, we're... No, this is actually my fourth. My fourth cup, that's it. I have water on the side too. I get parched real easily. But yeah, a pool takes up a lot of maintenance, and he wasn't ready for that. So everything went to Ish. Everything went to Ish. The pool, the house, the structure, the moss. You know, people don't understand that if you have wood, or even, well, most likely if you have brick, moss, and all this other stuff, and bacteria love to be on the bricks and everything, you have to pressure wash your house every once in a while. Okay, let's just say that buildups every once in a while on your house. You need to pressure wash it, get all those buildups, so that way your house can last much longer. A pool increase the value of the house potentially. Yeah, that too, but at the same time, there's a lot of maintenance on the pool. And my uncle could not, he was like, you know what, I'm gonna do my own maintenance on the pool. And what happened? It was green every single day. He could not get it blue like it's supposed to be. And that's a lot of people that I know with a pool that don't have funds for a pool server. A pool server is there for a reason, because they're going to maintain the pool every once in a while. Yes, you can maintain your own pool, but you're busy with your lifestyle. You're busy with your work and stuff. And that's the same thing that happened to him. He's busy with his work. He's busy with his lifestyle. He's busy with his own thing. Could he maintain a pool? No. It takes time. Bacteria runs in the pool all the time. You leave that pool on surface, man, you best believe that the pool's gonna get infected. Yeah, maintenance on a house costs you pretty bad. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I like the pool at my house, but that shit is expensive. Yeah, it is. It gets expensive, but you know, you're not gonna always be there for the environment of the pool. You can't. You cannot stop life from growing. Bacteria grows. If you're not in it, or you're not around it, or you're not cleaning the bacteria, like I tell everybody, leave a cup of water somewhere, and then just wait for the bacteria to go through. If you have the cup of water outside, bacteria will run. People are like, well, just put more chlorine in it and the bacteria will kill itself. Okay, well, how about those frogs, okay? Those frogs are going to go into the water, create bacteria. If you have a cover over your pool, you're rich as AF, because the covers over the pool, they're expensive. I probably wouldn't even be in like night out there. Whew! Holy camole! Jeez! That's Southwest though. Southwest, you get a lot of the. Well, does he? Yeah. Well, I could say yes, because Southwest has a lot of the sea salt. If you're in Houston, I mean, you're in Houston, so I would know Houston. It all depends on the area, but you got a lot of sea salt in the way. You got the ocean nearby. Even though you don't think there's an ocean nearby, there is an ocean nearby us. from here to Galveston is like 30 to 40 minutes away, but for the environment, for the clouds, it's not that far away. The clouds travel fast. So whatever comes from Galveston, if they're coming east to west, west to east, going this way, in Corpus Christi, whatever, you're getting a hint of it, no matter what. All in this spend of 21 houses valued. Oh yeah? Hey, wow. Jeez. Yeah, I mean, you gotta have money and funds because you have no idea. Yeah, having a house is fun and all. You think, okay, well, you're paying X amount of dollars for your home, your rent. Might as well buy a house. That's what brain logic does to you. Basic brain logic. That's basic brain logic. In reality, that's not how it works. Has two restrooms. See, the thing is, I was in construction too. And it's like when building is different from actually inside. Like I've seen a house so big, and I've been through so many open houses, to where it's like, why is this room so small? Like the rooms are freaking small. Oh shit, guys, man, I thought I got offline. Um, I need to ask. Oh, what you gonna ask? What's that? What we're asking? Shh, quiet, please. What's going on? But yeah, there's so much. You gotta think out the box to own a house. People that are in an apartment, they're like, I'm gonna be paying X amount of dollars each and every month. Why not just buy a house? That's basic logic. If you're gonna actually get into it, you gotta pay taxes, you gotta pay this, you gotta pay that, you gotta do this, you gotta actually own the property, you gotta keep up with the land. If not, you're gonna get a citation. Like even if you call 311, someone, it's all over the place. And the room are decent and the closets are big. The room is more than comfortable. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I don't know if you have. Well, I actually have not been to a open house in a while, but on my Instagram, I did have a whole bunch of open houses. I used to go to a whole bunch of open houses back in the days. I stopped going because I'm like, every single time I'm off, there's no open houses around me. And I like to go, not just because it's like I'm interested in the house, but I'm interested in the art in these houses. Like who builds them, who thinks of them, the architecture basically. Not the art, but the architecture. But there's a lot of houses that have a lot of potential, and I've seen a lot of potential in a house. And right now, I want to look at a modern day house too because there's a lot of technology as well. My cousin did get a. I asked my cousin, waiting. Oh, that's good. It's pretty good. I did. My cousin did get a smart. They call it smart oven, which makes no sense to me at all. At all. It's a smart oven, and you connect your phone with the oven, and it's like, but why would you buy a smart oven for if you don't even cook? And does the oven get up on its feet and get food from the freezer and then wrap whatever it is up and put it in the oven? Like, I'm so confused. Why would you call it a smart oven? He's even has a. Oh yeah, that's cool. We gotta go meet up with Kevin's cuz. Just shout out to the cook. I have more cook, man. Well, so oh shit, I almost dropped my shit. So yeah, guys, I'm gonna be here. I'm gonna make it 2 hours at least. 2 hours. Oh, there's a cat. He's probably gonna fight with the other cat. Oh, there's Goguru making that noise. But yeah, so it's almost. What is it? Almost 9. Well, almost 9 o'clock. But jeez, I was stuck on the episode for quite some time. Like last night, I did not go. Like I said, I did not go to sleep until like 1:30 in the morning. You want to buy a mobile home? Yeah, but Kevin, the only thing is that it's kind of annoying if you do have a kid, and they grow up in a mobile home. That's the only factor I hate. I hate that for the kid to tell a story that you know with their friends or whatever, and be like, yeah, I grew up in this mobile home. Like, you mean a trailer home? And people love to make fun of people in trailer homes. Like, don't get me wrong, there's many trailer homes that are beautiful, beautiful, outstanding. You don't even think they're trailer homes. It's just the fact that having a kid in a trailer home and them telling them their friends that they used to live in a mobile home slash trailer home kind of doesn't mix it well. That's exactly why I would not make that move, because it kind of is like, well, you lived in a trailer home. For some reason, trailer homes have a bad reputation if you say it. Cohen's gonna have a mullet haircut. Exactly. And people start thinking the worst. They're like, oh, he lived in a trailer home. He must be hillbilly. He must. Exactly my point. People start having these spectrums of these things. Which, like I said, I don't know, man. If you were living by yourself or whatever, it would make sense. Or with a husband or a wife or fiance, girlfriend, whatever. Yeah, it would make sense. I agree. I surely agree. But having a child with you, it hurts a little bit. It hurts. monthly payments here. Yeah. You know, I always wanted a house. I wanted to be in a house, like a big house that had a little house on the back that someone could rent me. And I can have third parties, or I can do whatever I want, come home whenever I want. That stuff. You know, but jeez. I agree. But yeah, the world has changed so much. The world has freaking changed a lot. I can't get over it. I can't get over it. Yeah, it's probably a great step above buying a house instead of paying rent. Depending on the budget. True. So anyways, guys, thank you. Thank you for watching. Thank you, Chicanas Tecas. Thank you, Love Blast. Thank you, Kevin. Mofo Kevin. Kevin in the house, which I have not seen in a while. I haven't seen you in a while. I don't know where you've been. You've probably been snooping around and watching TV, eating snacks and stuff. But yeah, thank you everybody for watching. Peace out. Peace.